Welcome to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and today we are going to recap the series between the Tigers and the Yankees, which just occurred this week. And then we will talk about some news that I've been waiting for quite some time. But before we get into that, I want you guys to make sure you are liking this video, make sure you comment down below, and make sure you're sharing this video on all three platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure that you are subscribing to the channel as well. Refuse to Lose, the network. We've got 4 shows. We've got Refuse to Lose, CTC, FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs, and then we've got BWT. So make sure you guys are doing that. If you guys want to get involved in the Refuse to Lose community, click the link in the description, become a member. There are 3 tiers. Every tier comes with different perks. We have chats on Instagram. We have an MLB chat, NFL chat, NBA mixed with WNBA, men's college basketball mixed in with women's college basketball. And then we have a combat chat, which is a combination of boxing, UFC, and WWE. So make sure you guys are doing that if you guys want to get to know everybody in the Refuse to Lose community. There are debates every single day. You can go on any chat and start a debate. It will most likely end up in the Refuse to Lose chat. So click that link, y'all, and become a member to join these crazy debates. They last throughout the entire day, from the moment you wake up to the time you go to sleep. So let's get right into it. With game 1, Gleyber Torres hits an RBI double in the top of the 5th to go up 1-0. In the top of the 7th, Aaron Judge hits a solo home run for his 29th of the year. Can I get an all rise? Go up 2-0. And then Gleyber Torres hits a solo home run for his 21 home run of the season to go up 3-0. And yes, Judge and Torres went back to back. And in the top of the 8th, Oswaldo Cabrera hits an RBI single to go up 4-0. And then in the bottom of the 9th, Akil Baddoo hits a home run to make the score 4-1, which was the final score. The winning pitcher for the second time in a row, Luis Severino. He went out there through, I believe, 7 innings of another quality start. He looks great now. I feel like he's fixed his mechanics, and now he's starting to get his groove back. With him going into free agency in the offseason, I feel like that's huge for him to be able to get some offers, but hopefully he stays in the Bronx. He's 4-8 in the season with a 6.64 ERA. The losing pitcher was Reese Olson for the Tigers. He is 2-6 on the season with a 5.1 ERA. In game 2, Gleyber Torres gets the scoring started with a solo home run in the top of the 1st for his 22nd of the season to go up 1-0. Then in the top of the 5th, Kyle Higashioka hits a solo home run for his 10th of the season to go up 2-0. And then in the top of the 6th, Aaron Judge was on third base. There was a pass ball. He ended up scoring to make the score 3-0. And then Anthony Volpe hits his 19th home run of the season for a solo shot to make it 4-0. And in the bottom of the 9th, the Tigers ended up scoring a couple runs on Parker Meadows' 2 RBI single to make it 4-2, which was the final score of that game. Johnny Brito got the win. He's 5-6 on the season with a 5.12 ERA. And the losing pitcher was Tariq Skubal. He's 3-3 in the season with a 3.93 ERA. In the third game of the series, sorry. In the top of the first, Giancarlo Stanton gets an RBI single, and Everson Pereira gets hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Probably the easiest RBI he'll ever get, to go up 2-0. In the top of the second, DJ LeMahieu hits a solo home run for his 13th on the season to go up 3-0. And Everson Pereira hits an RBI single to bring in Volpe to make the score 4-0. And then in the bottom of the third, Jake Rogers hits a solo home run for the Tigers, his 16th home run of the season, to make it 4-1. And Gleyber Torres strikes again in the top of the fourth inning with another solo home run to make it 5-1. And he was in the dugout celebrating with the guys, and then you heard a crack of the bat from Giancarlo Stanton to go back-to-back with a solo home run for himself, his 20th of the season, to make the score 6-1. And then in the bottom of the sixth, Spencer Torkelson for the Tigers was able to connect for his 24th of the season, a solo shot to make it 6-2. And that was the final score. That was a cold day. We finally are able to win a series. I forgot how this felt. We haven't done it since the All-Star break. So it's good that they're still trying. I'm not saying they're still trying for a division or anything like that, because they've made some moves, and they released Josh Donaldson, and then they put Harrison Bader on waivers. I'll get into that after the series recap. But Garrett Cole ends up getting the win. He's 12-4 on the season with a 2.95 ERA. The losing pitcher was Brendan White. He's 2-3 on the season with a 4.42 ERA. And for the save, we went to Ian Hamilton for his second save of the season with a 2.24 ERA. And that start for Cole was his 20th quality start on the season, making that the best in all of MLB. So he is definitely in contention for that Cy Young. I know Sonny Gray is leading the American League with ERA, but man, it might be a little biased, but Garrett Cole has been the bright spot. If it's not Aaron Judge on the offense, it's been Garrett Cole, pitching tremendous, almost every time, except for when he goes up against the Red Sox. I don't know what it is. He needs to figure it out against them, because that's why we really paid him the big bucks. We need him to win those games. So we go into the final game of the series. Yankees looking for the sweep. In the bottom of the fifth, Jack Short hits a solo home run for his sixth home run of the season to make it 1-0. Riley Green gets an RBI single to make it 2-0. And Kelly Carpenter also hits an RBI single to go up 3-0. And then with the Yankees down to their last out, Anthony Volpe connects for a 3-run home run in the top of the ninth inning for his 20th on the season to make it 3-3. And then in the bottom of the 10th inning, there was a routine inning-ending double play back to the pitcher, Jonathan Loaisiga. Jonathan Loaisiga. He sets his feet, throws it to Gleyber Torres at second base, and Gleyber Torres just throws the ball away. And the runner that started the play on second base rounded third and scored for the win for the Tigers. They ended up walking off to avoid the sweep. The winning pitcher was Bo Brisk. He is 1-2 on the season, giving him his first win with a 3.52 ERA. And Jonathan Loaisiga gets his first loss of the season. I don't like that that's his first loss because it was an error, a clear error. It was terrible. The Yankees challenged if the slide was legal or not because that's how bad of a throw it was. But when they went back to New York to review it, they came back and said that the play on the field stands and game over. Um, but Jonathan Loizaga has been lights out ever since coming back from the IL. That's his first loss of the season. He has a .71 ERA right now. Um, Anthony Volpe makes Yankee history, becoming the first Yankee rookie to ever hit 20 home runs and have 20 stolen bases in the same season. Just think about all the rookies that the Yankees have had in their standing of being in the MLB. Um, they've got a tremendous history of amazing players. Um, and this goes to show you that this kid is the real deal. Um, he has struggled offensively. There's been chatter between people in the baseball chat, actually this morning, that there's four people right now in contention for the American League Rookie of the Year. You've got Anthony Volpe, Masataka Yoshida from the Red Sox, Tristan Casas from the Red Sox, and Gunnar Henderson from the Orioles. In my opinion, I say Gunnar Henderson is the American League Rookie of the Year because he has been balling out every game. Usually, when the Orioles have a good game, that kid has a great game, and he is the catalyst of getting this stuff going for them. Everybody keeps slacking on Anthony Volpe, but man, this kid ranks in the top five in multiple categories for AL rookies. Um, his average, not the best, right? I think it's around 220 right now, but with the 20 home runs, he's got about I think it's 56 RBIs right now. I checked before the game, um, and then he ended up getting that 3-run home run. So he's on pace to have a great year, and I'm really excited for what the future holds for him because defensively he is a gem. Kid's a stud. Um, I am not comparing. I do not want anybody to say, "Oh, you guys are comparing him to Jeter." Blah blah blah. It's like, no, man, no. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just looking at Anthony Volpe, seeing what he's doing defensively, seeing the plays that he's making. Yes, he's making errors. There are times where he throws the ball away. But who doesn't, right? Errors are a part of the game. What really defines you is how you bounce back from that. And that kid has been bouncing back tremendously. All year, he's been scrutinized for having terrible at bats and all this. But the chicken parm with his boy Austin Wells. After that, whatever they talked about, it worked. um, but yeah, the Yankees have a series with the Astros coming up this weekend. They are traveling to Houston as we speak. Um, and there are a couple new guys that are joining the team. Right, we've got top prospects. Austin Wells, catcher. He is 6'2", 220, 24 years old, lefty hitter, catcher, first base, and outfield position wise. He's from Vegas. In Double-A this season, he hit 237 for an average with an OBP of 327 and a slugging percentage of 443. He had 54 hits, 14 doubles, 11 home runs, 50 RBIs in 58 games. And then he got the call up to AAA. And in AAA, he hit 254 with an OBP of 349 and a slugging percentage of 452. So as he went up, those numbers went up as well. So that goes to show me that this kid is really developing as he goes. He had 32 hits, 10 doubles, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs in 33 games. And out of those 5 home runs, he had one game where he hit 3. So the kid right now is playing some good baseball. I'm excited to see how he commands these pitchers. That's always one of the things that people say, like, these young guys, young catchers, they don't really know, they don't really have a relationship with these pitchers. So for him to come up in September and be able to play in these games, it's awesome. Uh, really excited to see what he does for the pitching staff. And I'm also really excited to see his swing in Yankee Stadium. Lefty with the short porch and right. Let's go. And then we've got the Martian, Jason Dominguez. He gets the call to come to the show. He is 5'9", 190 pounds, 20 years old. Switch hitter with a plus arm in the outfield. The kid can run. And listen, I'm saying the kid a lot when I'm talking about these young guys. I had somebody in the chat. I'm not gonna mention any names, but I was saying that when referring to Anthony Volpe, and he was like, "Oh, there's only one kid, the kid." Of course, the kid is Ken Griffey Jr. No doubt about it. I'm just referring to the youth of the Yankees organization, because the Yankees are known for just signing veteran guys to big contracts, and they don't usually pan out well, right? They have a history like Josh Donaldson. That dude did not work out, right? And he was able to sign to the Milwaukee Brewers in a deal for the minor league. So good for him. But for him, he just wasn't it. He was out here just pimping singles on balls that he thought were gonna leave the yard, but they didn't. And then most of the time he would get thrown out of second base. So that's not ideal. But let's get back to the Martian, right? He hit 254 with an on-base percentage of 367, and he slugged 414 in Double-A. He had 108 hits, 19 doubles, 2 triples, 15 home runs, 66 RBIs in 109 games. And then he got called up to AAA. He only hit 419 with an on-base percentage of 514 and slugged 581. He had 13 hits, 3 doubles, no home runs, 10 RBIs in 9 games. For them to call him up so quick, that brings joy to my heart. This man, I've been following him for like 3-4 years, ever since he got signed out of DR. He got signed at a very young age, and he always had that nickname, the Martian. Actually, there was somebody that saw him at an airport. He had his glove and the person asked him like, "Hey, did you catch any foul balls or whatever?" Thinking that he was just a fan, and the Martian looked at him and said, "I play." And he said that he really didn't recognize him, and the Martian just said, "I'm out of this world. I'm the Martian." Right? Jason Dominguez is the real deal. The real deal. Um, I'm ready. I'm excited for the youth movement in the Bronx. We've got Anthony Volpe, who's a rookie this season. We've got Everson Pereira, who got the call up this season. Now we have Jason Dominguez, Austin Wells, and we also have Oswaldo Peraza in the majors right now. That's 5 guys, 5 rookies. I can't wait to see what they got. Being able to play together and bring some life into the dugout. Bring some life into the clubhouse. Bring some youth into into the Bronx, man. I'm ready for it. I'm excited. And if you are a Yankee fan, you should also be excited. If you're not a Yankee fan, be worried. I'm telling you right now, be worried. You guys better get off all your stupid jokes. Stupid jokes. All these oh man. I've been hearing them all. But don't worry. My Yankees got me. It's not gonna be like this forever, right? They they had a historically bad season. Um, so I do not expect them to play like this again next season. Um, I also want to give a shout out to Harrison Bader, man. Great defensive player. Great defensive player. The dude was nasty. He could field with the best. He won a Gold Glove with the St. Louis Cardinals before he ended up getting traded to the Yankees. Um, so there's no surprise to me that he continued his success defensively. Offensively, there were some struggles, but everybody goes through that. Um, Last postseason, he played tremendous. He had success offensively, defensively, and he was the starter. He was a jump start to some of our wins in the postseason last year. So for him, I know he's a hometown kid. I was watching his interviews when they were asking him what it means to play in New York, and I could see the dude was holding back tears, man. As a Yankee fan, you always want to put that Yankee jersey on. He said he never thought he would make it to the majors, and so he never really thought that he would even play for the Yankees. And for him to be on the Yankees and be able to wear those pinstripes, it was a dream come true for him and his family. So thank you. Thank you, Bader. The best of luck in Cincinnati, um, playing some meaningful baseball in September. It's always great to have some um, veteran guys in the clubhouse. It's going to be huge for those Reds, man. They are a game back in the wild card as we speak. So I hope I I chose the Reds to make the wild card. So with this move, and they also picked up Hunter Renfroe. So that outfield is getting some help, right? They've got the young studs in the infield. Now it's time for the outfield veterans to come into the clubhouse, show them what they have to do in order to make that jump. Um, Harrison going back to the NL Central, he knows those guys. He's played with them and against them for, I would say, 4 or 5 years. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do, make sure that you become a member of this network. Again, we have 3 tiers. We got the pro level, we got the all-star level, and then we have the superstar level. All levels come with their own perks. If you want to join our Instagram chats, click the link down below. Right? We've got NFL seasons coming up. That's going to be crazy. It's been getting wild these past couple of weeks. We've got CTC, Carl Talking College. He just dropped a dope episode recapping week 0 and then previewing week 1. So make sure you go check that out if you are a college football fan. And he's also going to be doing college basketball as well. And then we've got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. He also dropped an episode earlier today. Dope episode. Any help you need with fantasy, he's your guy. Don't go to all those other guys on ESPN, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No. You want real deal stuff, make sure you go to Coach Coombs. All right? And then you got BWT. We've got the chats, we've got NFL, we got MLB, we've got NBA mixed with WNBA, we got college basketball, men's and women's. We've got a combat chat, which includes boxing, UFC, and WWE. So if you guys want to be a part of some raw debates throughout the day, you never know who's going to start it, but it will get dealt with. So make sure you are clicking the link down below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment on this video, and make sure you share this video so your friend can see this and then they can share it with their friends. All right. That's all we got for you guys today. Till next time. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.